Good afternoon and welcome to the Northbound Podcast. I want to start by letting you know that today we are going to be discussing suicide. We have been talking about the power of words, but what about when you say everything, but you actually said nothing at all? I have a story that I want to tell you from my time in the military. This was quite a while ago, and I was leading a team, pretty large team of people that were doing extraordinary work overseas. But that work came with a lot of trauma and hurt, a lot of stress. These airmen were deploying like crazy, constantly gone, and they were seeing some things that were hard to forget and hard to process, and sometimes hard to comprehend or understand. And so they were struggling. Many of them were struggling. And it was during this time that the leadership team decided that we needed to take daily accountability so that we could take care of our people, look after them. And it was on one morning that a gentleman did not show up to the office. And we reached out to him, we called him, and he did not answer. And our rule was that if you weren't in by 8:08 in the morning, then we were going to send someone to your house to check on you. 0800 came and left. I was notified at about 0815 that he was not at work. So we sent several people to his home. He wasn't far from the base. And we got a phone call, and the phone call was, we are on his porch. We're ringing his doorbell and knocking, but he is not here, or at least he is not answering his door. And while they were on the phone with us, telling us this, myself and one of the sergeants, they said, whoa, wait, we just saw him. He just drove by his own house. He looked at us and kept driving. We were like, well, that's kind of weird. Where did he go? Well, we don't know. So we said, well, why don't you stay there, see if he circles back around. They called us back. They said, no, he has not come back. I think they waited for about 5 or 10 minutes. So we said, okay, are you sure that you saw him? Yes, we know it was him. So we said, okay, come back to the base. And we started the process of tracking him down with law enforcement. But it was at that point that we got a phone call from the hospital downtown, and he had checked himself in. It turns out that he was considering suicide on that morning, and he was driving around his neighborhood, working himself up to the point where he could take his life. And when he saw fellow coworkers and fellow airmen on his porch, ringing his doorbell and knocking, he realized that somebody cared, and he decided to go get help. This is the power of being present. And that is so important for leadership, to be present in the lives of the people they lead. One, it sends a message that words can't. It shows value, worth, and care. It interrupts their isolation and breaks the dangerous mental loop that they are in. It defines true leadership with real, tangible trust. It eliminates the need for perfect words and shows that you won't leave them. It creates courage, belonging, and hope. It shows intention. It gives a lifeline. Just a small act could become their turning point, and it leaves a legacy, and it changes a culture. This is Christ-like leadership. We are better together, and together we can save lives. Thanks, everybody. You just listened to another episode from the Northbound Podcast. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope you are encouraged and empowered in leadership. Go lead boldly and humbly. And remember our vision: elevate your team through Christ-centered leadership. If you want to be a part of our community, just go to go-northbound.com and follow the link and come join us. Follow along with courses and live streams and chats, and maybe even join us for an adventure. We'd love to have you. All of those links are in the description below. Thank you again for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. See ya.